I got lucky. If you were ever bitten by a venomous rattlesnake,
You'll never
we're
know
gonna see what to
nature will
do.
turn against you.
I thought this was like
You can learn
he
how
going
to
out to get
survive
bit
it.
by a snake,
In this video,
like he did
you will
last
be
time.
tested to see if you know how to survive a bite from a venomous snake. Survival Station 1 has just begun.
But the last gym on water was hot,
Hiking
bro.
solo in the deserts of Southern California, you
Alright, come on,
easily
Martin.
lose cell reception venturing off into the mountains.
I wasn't really paying
It's
attention.
easy
I was.
to find yourself alone out there,
I like
with
that.
no one around for miles. At this point in the hike, you feel you ventured far enough, and it's time to turn around and head back.
Appreciate Evan for the likes,
You're aware of the
brother.
dangers of hiking at this time of day. Sunset is
What's good,
Saturday,
Negro?
and it was a scorcher around noon. Having no
Appreciate the
gear
legs,
to camp
Negro.
overnight, you're anxious to get back to the camp, and that is where it hurts. A quick sharp pain is felt from your ankle. You instantly fall over, reach down, and see some blood. You've just been bitten by a snake. You quickly glance around to see the culprit, only to catch a glimpse of a slithering tail with a small rattle going off
What?
into the brush. Time to assess. What do
What'd
you
you
do
say,
next
boy?
at Survival Station 1? Do you run for it? Your car is easily 5 miles away, and it would take at least an hour to run back. If you run for it, you just might reach your car before your body gives out to the venom. Or stay down and keep your heart rate as low as
I gotta
possible.
stay down. I gotta
You're
stay
not
down.
exactly sure if it was a venomous snake bite, but you're
Appreciate the
bleeding,
likes,
and you
appreciate
have
the
to
likes.
assume the worst. Perhaps you should stay put, keep your heart rate under control, and come up with a plan. If you
I'm
didn't
not
choose
calling
stay down and
forever.
assess and come up with a plan, I hate to break it to you, but you're probably a goner, and you unfortunately failed this first station of this survival challenge. Come on.
Who dumbass said they
So
were
keep watching,
taking a run
because
for
you
the
need to
car?
learn. Running increases your heart rate and will accelerate the venom spreading throughout your body. This could mean a faster death.
Help! Somebody help me!
Now, you might have reached your car as fast as possible, but you wouldn't have lived long enough for any emergency responders to save you.
Looks like he's already a goner.
If you chose stay down and make a plan, option B, you are correct. However, you're not out of the woods yet. If you choose poorly from here, you could still end up dying a slow and agonizing death.
Alright.
That is,
Am I going?
if you
Would
can't
I?
stop the
Would
venom.
I get be off?
Survival Station 2.
Will I
is
be
just
logged
begun.
out?
You're sitting on the desert ground, going through your backpack for possible supplies to stop the venom from spreading. It's way easier said than done to remain calm in this situation, but you must focus. Your next move will help you survive. It's time to ask the very important question: what snake just bit you? Now, since you saw the rattle, you know you got bit by a rattlesnake, but there are multiple species in the Southwest. There's the Mojave, the Western
My
Diamondback,
God.
the black-tailed, and the rock rattlesnake. Each species has a very different venom composition and toxicity level, which directly affects how dangerous they are to humans. The Mojave rattlesnake is the most toxic of the bunch, with neurotoxic properties in its venom that can interfere with the transmission of nerve impulses in your body. But for this survival station, unfortunately, you've been bitten by the Western Diamondback rattlesnake. These snakes are most frequently encountered in the Southwest and can deliver large quantities of hemotoxic venom.
Am
that
I in
can
the
destroy your
Southwest?
tissue
Nah,
and
I'm in
blood
Texas.
cells,
That's not-
resulting in permanent
Alright, no.
injuries, which can include necrosis, limb amputation, and potentially death.
Man,
So let's try to stop that venom from harming you any further.
All
Here are
right,
your
bet, bet, bet,
options. Suck the venom out. It was merely only moments ago that you got bit, so the venom hasn't spread
I'm not
too
doing
far into
that.
your
I'm not
body.
doing that.
So
I'm
you've
not
heard
doing
the
that.
rumors and probably even seen it done in movies before. What if you suck the venom and the blood out of your own wound, and then just simply spit the contaminated blood onto the ground? Time to go full vampire medic mode. Or you could wrap the wound tightly and elevate it. Maybe
Oh,
there's
I'm
a
definitely
position
doing
you
that
can
one.
put your
I'm
bitten
definitely
leg
doing
in
that
that
one.
reduces the spread of venom throughout your body.
I'm definitely
You
doing that
decide
one.
to lift the wound above your heart because the less amount of blood flowing to the wound means the less blood pushing the venom through your bloodstream. Or option 3, what about making a secondary wound to drain the venom from your body?
I never thought
of
about
sucking
that.
blood is just too much, and you can't just sit there. So what if you created a second wound between the initial bite and your torso? It's going to be gross making that slice, but you have a pocket knife and your adrenaline is pumping. A small slice to save your life?
I'm
so
going
excited, guys.
second
My
option.
Averon Strong Rower just arrived. Let's set into it. I can raise which option should you choose? And you know what? Let's spice it up a little bit and go ahead and throw in an option D, which is none of the above.
Ah, shit.
Oh, my foot.
Which I do hope
I'm
you
wrapping
took
it up.
that
I'm wrapping
final
it up.
option, because the 3 initial options all would kill you faster. That's right, all of them.
Fuck, I'm dying. What I ever do, bro? I'm dying, bro. There's no way. I really thought wrapping it up, take your shirt off, put a rip. I would die faster.
We're wrong. Now let's see why. Sucking on the wound won't remove much venom, and it might introduce bacteria, increasing the risk of
Yeah, I seen
infection to your
that
bite.
too.
On top of that, if you have cuts or sores in your mouth, you just put venom into your bloodstream, inside your head,
Seriously?
putting you at a greater risk of death. Now, because you're bleeding, you do want to clean up that wound and have a light bandage covering it, never tight like a tourniquet, and keep your leg down. Raising the limb above your heart can increase the speed of the venom through the bloodstream, jeopardizing your vital organs. Finally, making a secondary wound to let the blood drain does not stop the venom from spreading. Within minutes, the venom is already deeply in
So,
your tissues. and
was
even
my
your
option not
lymphatic
even that
system,
bad?
Not just your blood. So keep the pocket knife handy only for cutting apple slices. Now that your wound is dressed, your next move will determine if you survive the night. Survival Station 3.
Okay, so I lived. I don't care. I'm saying I lived. Appreciate the legs. Appreciate the legs. Appreciate the legs. It's not telling me who. Appreciate the legs. Appreciate the legs. Appreciate the legs. All right. I'm not putting my. I would never even think about like if I ever cut myself to like put myself above my knee, above my heart. I think that would make it go faster, because if it's all going up to the heart, why would I make it like why? They don't. I would never do that. Right, he should have worded that better. I'm still in this. I don't care.
Has just begun. Now you're sitting under a fading sun in the desert, still
Okay.
without cell service, and you're wounded. Your leg is still radiating pain from that initial bite, and you're left with 2 options. You could create a distress signal and wait it out through the night. You have some supplies to start a fire, but you're also not sure if you should sleep, given the venom is still radiating through your system. Or do you venture out to try to find cell service and call for help? You estimated that running back to your car would take about an hour, so maybe if you walk back, it would take double that time. You could pick up cell service along the way, and you really don't want to get your heart rate up, for that surely would spread the venom further and faster throughout your body. So what do? Signal and stay, or do you navigate and pray?
I gotta go
This was a real-life
signal.
situation a few
I gotta
years
go
ago for a
signal.
50-year-old hiker who was alone in the deserts of Phoenix, Arizona. He was bitten by a western diamondback rattlesnake miles from any main road, and the decisions he made in that life-threatening situation saved his life. According to our research, and based on this real-life survival story, the correct option would be option B, to slowly start heading back to your car, searching for that cell service to call for help.
What?
Here's how he survived. The bitten hiker chose to slowly walk with a stick as a crutch back toward his car. After about 20 minutes, his cell got a couple of bars, and he froze in that position to call 911. Once on the line, he reported the snakebite accident and that he was increasingly feeling dizzy and lightheaded. First responders were sent out immediately to the desert trail where they found the hiker. After arriving to the hospital, he was administered with the correct rattlesnake antivenom.
What?
and he
Oh
survived.
my god! I'm never
So his
going out to
decision
the
go for
desert,
it
bro.
and call for help by finding
I
that
would've
cell service
died.
saved his life. Now back to your predicament. You decided to go for it, knowing that it would take hours to reach your car by walking. Your best hope was to reach cell service along the way back, so help could be sent to meet you along the trail. Through most of Southern California, you can even text the number 911 for emergency help. Keep it short and reveal your location the best you can. Luckily for you, 911 dispatch received one of your texts and sent first responders that found you on the trail. Once they transported you to the nearest hospital, doctors moved quickly to give you the correct antivenom. You don't always need antivenom to survive a rattlesnake bite, but by getting it, it greatly reduces the severity of the damage caused by the venom, and possibly avoiding serious complications like needing necrotic amputation.
Well, it could have been a lot worse.
Uh-oh! It's time for the worst case scenario. What is the worst snake in the world to be bitten by, and where would you find it? Well, unfortunately, a man in Australia found out. A bushwalker in northern
Not in
Australia was
Texas.
bitten on the thigh by an inland taipan, which happens
my
to be
God,
the most
your
venomous
thigh?
snake on the planet. The inland taipan's venom is estimated to be 50 times more toxic than a rattlesnake and 10 times more toxic than a cobra. Just one bite contains enough venom to kill over 100 healthy human adults. This poor Australian was alone and deep in the outback, with no way
way
to
he
call for help
survived.
and no hospital nearby. The venom reached his bloodstream in just under 15 minutes, and that's when the paralysis began. His breathing slowed, and within 30 minutes, he succumbed to respiratory failure.
Yep, this is the worst.
He was a goner in less than 30 minutes. So to conclude this episode of Survival Station, hopefully you learned something on how to best survive the bite of a rattlesnake from navigating.
Nah, I just learned that I would die. I'm not gonna lie with you.